I'm excited.
Yeah.
So, the past year has been an example of everything you teach in my life. Manifestation of things beyond even my ability to believe sometimes. So, my life has really just been, dream of something, don't know how you're going to get them, leap and the net will appear. And it's been unbelievable. Just bigger things than I even hoped for in many ways. So I feel on many levels, on every level, that I've mastered a lot of the works of my thoughts. However, there are a few, maybe 2 or 3 categories in my life that although I have no worry about them, have no doubt about the manifestation of them in the most beautiful way, just like anything else is manifested. But because there are areas of my life that I continue to want to produce results in, and those results haven't manifested as quickly as I'd like them to be.
Do you remember earlier in our conversation today, we talked about the better it gets, the better it gets. Yeah. And how there is a little hook in there for you that sometimes will get you, because the better it gets, the better it gets. And as some things get better, and then other things aren't getting better quite quick enough, and then there's a comparison between the things that are getting better and the things that aren't getting better, then it sort of has a backlash. And all of it means you're a little more conditional than you mean to be. You're a little more of noting the results than you are of the vibration. Because if you were really just enjoying the vibration, oh, you're going to like this. This is how you know the difference. If you were really just enjoying the vibration, which is the healthiest place for you to be, then it wouldn't matter to you. So in this continuum of the thought that is just beginning to turn to the thing, and the thought that has turned all the way to the satisfying thing, if you really were mostly exhilarated about the feeling of it, then you really wouldn't care where you are in the continuum of it becoming, because things are unfolding, and you don't have to be all the way there in order to feel good. That's the first time that we've ever said that, and it matters a lot. Think about it. So if you're happy on your way, then you're living life just as you intended. If you're unhappy on your way, or comparing on your way to something that is more happy, then you're hindering yourself just a little bit. So you might say to yourself, what difference does it make how close to the manifestation I am if I'm having fun on my way to the manifestation? And we would really like it. We've been talking to you all for years about this. We would like it if you could take the manifestation all the way out of the equation. But then you think that what we're trying to get you to do is just be happy and never mind about the stuff you want. And that isn't what we mean at all. We mean you'll get the stuff you want by being happy without it. You say, oh, Abraham, I don't want to be happy without the stuff I want, because won't the universe say, oh, they're happy without the stuff they want, so don't give them the stuff they want? No, it doesn't work like that. If you're happy without the stuff you want is coming. But if you're unhappy about the stuff you want, then the stuff you want can't come. Ooh.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've really been in a place, you've spoken about this before earlier. I've really been in a place with finances, for instance. I've had everything on every scale with finances. I've been really successful and really not. But this year, although it seemed like I was not at all in my most successful place financially, anything I ever dreamed of affording came to me without me having the resources, the money to pay for it.
It's really a wonderful thing when you do not try to dictate the vortex through which your well-being comes. When you don't assign a condition or a process to be the carrier of something that you want, but you open to the larger universe and all of its resources, then it is.
And then jumps my comparison, and I say, well, wait, if I can manifest all of this, why can't I manifest the result?
You can.
Yeah.
You can.
Okay.
It's all coming. Here is a good rule of thumb, and it's really come from this discussion that we've had here today. Appreciate when it's easy to appreciate, and don't try to make yourself appreciate something that you're not naturally appreciating, because that falls into the category of efforting, and then it works against you. So let's say that there are 5 things you want, and 3 of them you have and 2 of them you don't have. Well, don't work on the 2 you don't have, just appreciate the 3 you do. And by appreciating the 3 you do, the other 2 will come into alignment. But if you pretend that you're appreciating the 2 that you're not really appreciating, now you're efforting. Now you've stirred stuff up. Esther sort of did that with her suitcase. It is no coincidence that her brand new Toomey suitcase was the one that got banged down so hard that the wheel came off. Everything that has everything to do with any of you, but let's talk about that specifically. Everything that has to do with Esther has a sort of lighted vibration on it, and the vibration that Esther has assigned to it is it's getting that treatment from the universe. Everything that touches any of you does. So your bank account has your vibrational number on it. Your vehicles, your assets, your ideas, your talents, your relationships. In other words, nothing that you think about is ever apart from you. So law of attraction is not just responding to you, it's responding to everything about you. Ooh, don't you like knowing that? So let's say Esther was appreciating her suitcase. Let's say she had stood there and just appreciated this lovely thing that carries the stuff she wants from place to place. If she had just spent a little bit of time appreciating, she could have tipped that balance and her suitcase would not have been mishandled. It is our absolute promise to her and to you. But that suitcase represented a sore knee. And she stood in a sort of determination, oh no, you're not going to do that to me again. And so, you think this is crazy talk? This is law of attraction talk. So the suitcase became more burdensome than it had ever been, because with not one wheel, only one wheel left, it becomes a sled that has what? What's the difference between a suitcase? Toomey suitcases are so lovely, they almost pull themselves. The engineering of those wheels is really, really divine. What's the difference between pulling a suitcase with 2 perfectly functioning wheels and one with only one wheel? What's the difference? More resistance. More resistance. Everything is about these laws. Everything is about them. And it will play out in every way until you go, I see now.
I feel like that right now, just with what you said.
Yeah.
I have something else I want to ask you. Saying no. And if I could be more specific in my case, I do a lot of self-development. That's my world and my work. And I lead other people, so it's always important for me to be an example. However, I found myself in a place with...
Well, then you're in a really hard situation, because you can't control the perspective of others to whom you are being an example. They all come with their own vibration. And so if you're trying to perform in a way that is getting pleasing results from them, then you're asking of yourself something that you can never accomplish, which is controlling their response.
Right.
You see, you got to just let that go and care about your alignment, period. That's easy to accomplish. Alignment with them, really not easy or possible.